10. Colosseum. The Roman Colosseum is a testimony to the building skills of the ancient Roman individuals and offers insight into the culture that commemorated the gladiator video games at this huge enjoyment sector. The first bloody battle occurred in AD 82, starting a practice of battles in between men and also beasts in a public discussion forum with crowds getting to 50,000. Beyond the Colosseum, keep an eye out for the photo ops beneath the Arch of Constantine, which was constructed in 315 to celebrate the triumph of Constantine over Marcus Aurelius Valerius Maxentius. To prevent prolonged lines, order tickets online ahead of time. They're good for 2 successive days and consist of admission to the close-by forum as well as Palatine Hill. Number 9. Roman Discussion Forum. In ancient Rome, the forum was the facility of city life, playing host to events, celebrations, funeral services and routines. The city expanded around this grassy location that was vacant marshland till the 7th century BC. The location shed its gloss and also fell to lose around the 8th century and also stayed this way up until excavations in the early 20th century. Today, you can get a map for a self-guided tour of the frameworks as well as arches or join a tour team for a much more in-depth history of the location. After that, climb to the top of Palatine Hillside for sweeping sights of the city. Number 8. Pantheon. Rome's holy place to the gods is extremely undamaged, a fantastic task thinking about that. It was initially created in 27 BC as well as was later reconstructed in the very early 2nd century AD after fire damage. A church was later added for Christian prayer after the country abandoned its pagan gods. After the Renaissance, the Pantheon took on yet an additional duty as a marked burial place for some of the city's artists and also elite, consisting of the painter Raphael and also previous kings of Italy. The Pantheon's architecture has inspired copycats around the world, with its tall columns getting towards the sky, large inside and impressive dome with the sun beaming with the oculus, a 27-foot opening in the center of the rotunda. Number 7. Vatican City. Despite the fact that it lies in Rome, Vatican City has actually been an independent state considering that 1929 with its own flag, coins as well as stamps. It also has its own militia, the Swiss Guard, which protects this state, the Pope and also the 800 full-time citizens and also going to homeowners. The first excellent site is St. Peter's Square itself, made by Bernini in the late 17th century. As long as you're clothed properly, no bare shoulders or shorts or skirts over the knee, you might go into St. Peter's Basilica and see Michelangelo's Pietà, a stunningly stunning and sad sculpture. Proceed approximately the roofing system where you can absorb the view of the big square as well as city past. Additionally contained in the Vatican's wall surfaces, the Vatican galleries hold Italian masterpieces, including Michelangelo's painted ceiling at the Sistine Church. Number 6. Piazza Navona. Rome is recognized for attractive and lovely squares lined with dining establishments as well as open-air coffee shops. The loveliest of them all is the big public square at Piazza Navona, as soon as the website of sporting occasions at Domitian Stadium in AD 89. The square consists of 3 fountains, and also the largest as well as most unforgettable is Bernini's Fountain of the 4 Rivers, with each of the 4 statues standing for a river from various continents. Number 5. Trevi Fountain. Travelers' tradition listings various factors for tossing 3 coins in the fountain at the spectacular Trevi, with advantages ranging from locating love to returning to the city. When you have actually mastered your art of coin throwing as well as longed for the ideal result, take a while to discover this Baroque work of art showing the god Neptune riding in a shell-shaped chariot led by seahorses. And also you can feel great concerning your philanthropic donation, as the money, virtually $3,500 each day, collected from the fountain is made use of to support food programs for the city's poor. Number 4. Emporium Borghese. The Emporium Borghese is just as gorgeous outside as it is on the inside, flaunting a prime place in the sprawling yards at rental property Borghese. Inside the gallery, you'll find Bernini sculptures consisting of Beauty and Daphne and also his take on young David preparing to tackle Goliath. The remarkable collection additionally consists of works by master musicians Correggio, Raphael, Rubens, and Caravaggio. Getting tickets will certainly be your most significant obstacle. The gallery confesses only 360 site visitors every 2 hours, so you'll require to make reservations far in advance. Number 3. Capuchin Crypt. While some may find the display screens of bones and also heads a little bit on the morbid side, the Capuchin crypt situated under Our Woman of the Conception of the Capuchins celebrates the life of the religious order of the Capuchin friars. The friars organized the bones of the deceased into screens as well as frames for Christian artwork in numerous spots throughout the crypt, consisting of the Crypt of the Skulls as well as the Crypt of the Resurrection. Not just a macabre screen, these developments inform the story of life, fatality and also rebirth, and also reveal an one-of-a-kind analysis of the Church's trainings of good, bad and also eternity. Number 2. Castel Sant'Angelo. This citadel on the Tiber River was originally developed by the Emperor Hadrian to be made use of as a mausoleum for his very own family members, and also it was definitely a resting area fit for royalty, rising above the city with wonderful sights. Over the centuries, it relocated beyond its original purpose as well as functioned as an army fortress in 401 as well as later on a papal home and also even a prison. It's currently a gallery where you may explore the houses as well as see the sculpture of the Archangel Michael rising above the terrace. Number 1. Spanish Steps. The Spanish Steps might be the longest and also best staircase in all of Europe, but that's not what attracts visitors to this popular traveler area. A Barcaxia water fountain bubbles at the foot of the steps while the Trinità dei Monti church rises above the groups on top of the steps. But the very best area is somewhere in between the two. Sit in the middle of the broad staircase as well as watch the city pass as the upper class hurry into the neighboring high-end stores, developer stores and restaurants.